Welcome to Tech Tip Daily. Today I'll be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to utilize ChatGPT to improve your life. So to begin, simply open up your browser. In this case we'll be using Google Chrome. And we're going to go immediately to chat.openai.com, which is the official URL for ChatGPT. Once here, you're going to want to go ahead and sign in. You can go ahead and utilize your Google account and just connect it if you are, or just sign in if you already have an account. So to begin, one of the best ways you can utilize ChatGPT is to basically use it as a fitness trainer or diet trainer. You can use ChatGPT essentially to help you get healthy. So to begin, what I'd recommend doing is once signed in, going to GPTs over here. We'll click GPTs, and then we're going to look for one that is specific to the fitness and health industry. So we can scroll down, and as we can see here, fitness, workout, and diet. PhD coach. So we're going to click that, and we're going to start a chat with one of the higher ranked ones in this field. So we'll go ahead and start chat. And now we're going to go ahead and ask it some questions on what we should do if in the case we wanted to lose some weight. So let's go and say, I am a 6 foot tall 35-year-old man. We're just going to go with some random specifics here just to see what it's going to do. So we'd go, I'm a 6 foot tall 35-year-old man that weighs 220 pounds and would like to get to 185 pounds. I exercise 3 times a week, doing both a bit of weights and cardio. I work a desk job, typically. Can you help me figure out how many calories I should eat and any other help, please? So basically, I'm a 6 foot tall 35-year-old man that weighs 220 pounds, would like to get to 185 pounds. I exercise 3 times a week, doing both a bit of weights and cardio. I work a desk job typically, which is the norm. And can you help me figure out how many calories I should eat and any other help, please? So we're going to go ahead and ask it this question and see if it can give us any advice specific to getting healthier, getting fit, with the parameters set. If you are going to be doing this, I'd recommend obviously putting your correct information and, give it as much detail about yourself and your physical life as you can so that it can give you the best assessment of how much you should be eating or how much you should be working out or whatever. So as you can see here, when utilizing the fitness workout and diet PhD coach, so based on your stats, it gives us, okay, so for weight loss and moderate fat target, so we'd have to eat 2,500 calories a day. And if we want to be aggressive, would you like me? And then basically it can build a tailored workout plan for you, analyze and fix your diet via micronutrient insights. Yes to all. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it's going to ask us a series of questions, it seems. So let's say that we're intermediate. We've been training for a few years, let's say, or a year or so, fitness goals. And this is pretty cool. So it's going to go through each idea of what you're trying to do. We want to lose weight, and keep muscle, let's say. Gym. And you're going to go through this little questionnaire, and it's going to help understand exactly who you are and what you need to do in order to improve your health. And no conditions. Let's say 4 days, 1 hour each. And then just like that, it provides you a workout plan, and you can also continue basically asking it more questions on specific diet plans and what exactly you should be eating. And you basically, to be honest, have a personal trainer and a dietitian in one GPT on ChatGPT that you can utilize. So this is a fantastic way to get healthy that a lot of people overlook. People are going to pay tons of money to go and work with personal trainers, dietitians, but ChatGPT can do it almost as good, if not better. So take note of this and give it a try if you're trying to get healthy. Now, another way you can utilize ChatGPT to help you, enjoy life more and get more out of life and, benefit from it is to go ahead and once again go to GPTs. So now, for some people having, issues in their life, whether it be mental health or anything like that, you can basically go here and type therapy. Now, obviously, this is not a replacement for therapy whatsoever, but it does give you a, ally or coach to speak to. Let's see what this says. There's two of them that I see here. An ally or someone you could speak to outside of just paying for a therapist if you can't afford it. Now, obviously, it can't give you a real diagnosis, but it could give you an idea of, how you can try to improve yourself, and you can deal with it and have someone to speak to if you have no one else around. I know a lot of people that have been utilizing this, and, it actually is pretty decent. And for some people, it actually gave them better insight than some doctors. So, go figure. So here it says, coach, ally, inner strength whisperer, just say hi, no medical advice, not a therapist. So they have to do that legally. My career's not going anywhere. And you can basically speak to it and say whatever you want. And let's give it a try. Say, for instance, I have been feeling anxious lately. What can I do to help myself outside of seeing a therapist, since I can't afford one? Let's see what it gives us. Before I throw suggestions, you tell me first, what kind of anxious are you feeling? And it's basically going to go through different questions and trying to make sure that you're okay. They're obviously going to always tell you to go reach out to someone else, which is always recommended. However, it is a nice little thing you can utilize if you don't have access to that or you don't have people to talk to. So let's say dread for no reason. That's what it's asking if we have, as you can see right here in the top right. What kind of anxious feeling? Let's say I have dread for no reason. No, well, I said dread for reason, but I have flavor of anxiety, looming shadow heavy, right? When this reason behind the dread, it can also be so let's gently open up this chest. What's the reason? Or is it more than one? I'm not sure. What can I do? And you can basically go through these prompts with this one, and it'll give you as much, if you woke up tomorrow and dread was magically gone, what would feel different? And it'll basically dig into whatever your issue is and help you out, at least to the best of its ability for an AI. Unfortunately, we've reached our total limits for this GPT, but just to give you an idea of how it works. You can also go back and do that again. If you let's say you didn't like the way that one was working, you go ahead here and type therapy again, and there's a therapy AI that works as a compassionate, non-licensed mental health advisor, which I guess is more specific than just a coach. But both of these, you can even go into ones that are specific to couples therapy. They have all kinds of GPTs that can help you with certain issues that you're having, and you can even go into further detail, as you can see here, with Freudian or psychoanalysis. So you can play around with any of these and get, not exactly free therapy, because it's not real therapy, but something close to it that can help out people that have no access to that or just need a bit of guidance in their life. Now, yet another way that you can utilize ChatGPT to help you in your life, in your everyday life, is just to basically ask it to help you learn something. So, for instance, if I want to learn German, I can ask ChatGPT to help me on that path. So, I can say, hi, I'm trying to learn German. Can you help me as if you are my teacher? Oh, they went right into full German, but we'll say, I'm still not capable of reading. Please help me learn. And you can utilize ChatGPT by giving it directions. Okay, clearly. Okay, here you go. So it'll basically give you a breakdown of the English translation and help you. Okay, can you give me a beginner lesson? And there you go. You'll type it in, and it'll basically give you a little bit of words and whatever so that you can start learning German in this case, or almost any other skill or language. And you can also ask ChatGPT to test you on it. So you basically, as you can see here, practice. Try to say this in conversation. Hello, V whatever. I can't read that. But you can go ahead and try out the things that they give you. And you can see the pronunciations right over here, which is fantastic if you're trying to learn a new language. And you can also say, can you quiz me? And then it can give you a quiz. So you can utilize ChatGPT to learn almost any language instead of paying for high-end software or going to a class as well. Obviously, it won't be as professional, I guess, but it is still something you can utilize, especially if you have a base level understanding of the language or whatever in question. You can also learn programming, or you can learn other skills that would, you'd typically go to class for. You just type it into ChatGPT to teach you as if it's your teacher, and it'll do it. And finally, on the same note, in terms of education, something that you can utilize ChatGPT to help improve your life is basically to summarize books or texts of something that you'd want to be reading anyway. So for instance, let's say I wanted to read the book 1984. I can ask, by George Orwell, I can ask, can you please summarize the book 1984 by George Orwell with every key point in bullet point. And then you'll get basically everything that you need to know about that book, and it'll be summarized without you having to go and read the whole thing. That's great for if you're taking a course and you need to read a book. Mind you, it won't be perfect, but it'll give you a nice enough breakdown that you can utilize for summaries. Let's ask it to give. Can you give an in-depth summary chapter by chapter? And then you can utilize it this way and see every single chapter what's said, and it can help you basically summarize the information that you're reading, or just give you an idea of what the book's about without even having to read it. Which is, like I said, fantastic for school if you're having to read a book and you just want to get the gist ahead of time, or if you're having a hard time understanding. And you can also ask it to quiz you on the book in the case that maybe you have quizzes like this in your school, or in real life at work or anywhere. So can you quiz me on, let's say, chapter 1? And there you have it. So ChatGPT can essentially operate as a study guide as well. It is fantastic at helping you in various areas of your life. So hopefully that was helpful, and maybe you guys learned something today. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.